by a combined team from the SEMA, NEMA, the NSCDC, as well as the FRSC and the Nigerian police.
We also learned that it's a building that has been on for some time. Until we're able to cite that building plan, before we know whether it was a 2-floor structure that was approved or a 3-floor structure, or if 4 floors were approved in the first instance. So I can't really give an answer on that right now. Well, what the law says now is that after due process, if the result is that the owners of the property compromised, then the property is forfeited.
Rescue operation. When the incident occurred, we activated our emergency response plans, and you can see all the stakeholders that are important in managing emergency are on the ground. It is pathetic that we will recover a body now, and the rescue operation is still on.
Heavy-duty and light machines still search through the wreckage for possible survivors, and in the process, one body is recovered.
You would agree with me right now that the rescue mission is on, and there are death tolls, but we cannot ascertain exactly how many people have died so far. Victoria Idowu, reporting for Channels Television News.
Bama village in Borno State, northeast of Nigeria, is in the news again, with the members of the militant Boko Haram sect attacking the community, touching the police and army barracks there and killing at least 10 people, including police officers as well as civilians. Bankai, another neighboring village, was also raided by the militants, but the army claims the attack on their barracks was repelled by soldiers guarding the facility. Eyewitnesses' account reports that the militants riding in a Hilux pickup truck caused extensive damage with rocket-propelled grenades and improvised explosive devices. JTF spokesperson says they are yet to fully assess the damage and the level of casualties at this point. Last week, the militants attacked a Bama village, killing 2 policemen and abducting the DPO there. And tackling insecurity was one of the key issues played out by President Goodluck Jonathan in his address to the South African Parliament. The President emphasized that business may not thrive where people feel largely insecure. He also addressed the importance of a harmonious relationship between all 3 arms of government. He paid tribute to those who made possible the freedom and democracy which both countries enjoy today, as well as Nigeria's involvement in the fight against apartheid in South Africa, eventually leading to their independence. The President was on a 2-day working visit to South Africa.
President Goodluck Jonathan began his historic address to a joint session of the South African Parliament by recounting Nigeria's efforts at helping South Africa achieve independence in 1994. And then he went on to explain how both countries have maintained a special partnership, which was proven during the global economic meltdown, helping Africa's emergence as a veritable market.
This provides another opportunity for our continent to embark on the road to economic emancipation, now that the political liberation of the continent is almost complete.
As the African Union marks 50 years since its establishment, President Jonathan proposed a repositioning of the continent from one of exploitation to creation of wealth for its people.
We must work together to promote trade and investment among our countries and build transnational infrastructure in such critical sectors as trade, telecommunications, and transportation in order to fast-track the process of people-centered continental integration.
Clearing the air on competition for a permanent place in the UN Security Council, President Jonathan said both leaders are actually working towards Africa's representation at the Council and not just any one country.
You cannot compete for something that is not existing. I have never seen two women fighting over non-existing husband. The commitment African leaders have is that Africa must be represented. They must give us slots as permanent members of that global body. And if Nigeria and South Africa will not lead that struggle, who else will lead that struggle?
During the two-day state visit, the President and his delegation would participate in the Grow Africa Investment Forum, jointly hosted in Cape Town by the African Union, the New Partnership for African Development, NEPAD, and the World Economic Forum, which opens on Wednesday. Amarachi Ubani, Channel Television News.
Well, it doesn't look like any other truck. Guess who the occupants of this truck are? Well, before you get it wrong, they are not ordinary Nigerians you see every day boarding a truck for a ride. These are executive governors of 10 states in Owerri, the Imo State capital, who are meeting to cement their bond as political brothers of the All Progressive Congress. At the end of the meeting, which lasted for about 3 hours, the governor of Edo State, Adams Oshomole, briefed journalists at the Imo State Government House.
We met today under the chairmanship of Willie Rocha Sokorocha in attendance, the harassment of the governor of Rivers State. We are concerned about developments in the polity. What is played itself out in Rivers State, in our view, is an affront on the Constitution and the Nigeria federalism or federation. We therefore strongly condemn the open assault on our nation, federalism, and the sovereignty of our great people. By the democratic choice of Nigerians cannot be arbitrarily harassed and intimidated out of office through brazen use of power and outright abuse of sin. We call on the presidency to stop the unwarranted assault on the sovereignty of Nigerians.
Meanwhile, the Rivers State government has maintained that there is no chaos in the state following the lingering tussle between the state and the ruling People's Democratic Party. Briefing journalists in Port Harcourt, the state capital, the Commissioner for Information, Mrs. Ibim Seminatari, said the government of Mr. Chibike Amechi is still in full control of the state.
The DK, the removal of his team had also been seen as chairman of the Obiakpo Local Government Council, and subsequent replacements with Mr. Chikaudi DK have sparked reactions within and outside Rivers State, including this protest at the State House of Assembly. The caretaker committee chairman, Chikaudi DK, and his team had also been prevented from entering the council building by men of the Nigerian police. A move, Mr. DK says, will not deter them from working.
They are only trying to create tension where there is no need for tension. The local government is calm. We are peaceful. We are going about doing our normal duties. They are only trying to distract us, and we can't be distracted. We shall continue to compliment the effort of our dear governor, the Right Honorable Chibike Amechi. No time to waste.
In the middle of all this, the state government has responded to rumors making the rounds on the purported impeachment of Governor Rotimi Amechi. The Commissioner for Information, Mrs. Ibim Seminatari, had this to say.
We were aware that people were imagining that it would be possible to attempt a Darie treatment in Rivers State, where they would take just 5 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly out of 33 members, and attempt an impeachment of the governor of Rivers State. But this is Rivers State, this is not Plateau State, and Nigerians are a lot more aware now than they were at that time. This democracy must stand, and the people of Rivers State will defend every vote that they have cast. However, we are certain that there is no chaos in Rivers State and that the government is in full control of the situation.
She also asked for the support of the media and the judiciary in ensuring that democracy in the state is protected.
As a government, our confidence is